Okay, so who's gonna win? There you go. Who's your bet?
I don't know.
No reasoning whatsoever. Who do you think's gonna win?
I was honestly expecting South Korea to get knocked out. I think them beating Germany was it this week or last week? Not sure. But they beat Germany. I think it was this week. That was a big upset. Yeah, because it was yesterday the match. Yeah, I think a lot of people expected Germany to win because the German team was so like balanced. They had like 5 people who were top 100.
Yeah, I know that was like very surprising for pretty much everyone because it was 3-1, I believe. Which like I think if anyone expected South Korea to win, then it was literally just gonna be like a tiebreaker or something like that, and not 3-1.
Yeah.
I think that threw everything up and
But
everything went up in arms.
we've got today structured quite nicely as well because we've got early, we've got the losers round matches. So we've got South Korea versus Australia, and then Sweden versus Belgium at 2 UTC. And then later on, very, very late tonight, we have Canada v Netherlands. That'll be an amazing match. And then we've got UK versus US
Ouch!
at
I am
22
not
and
looking forward to
23
that.
UTC. Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be.
well, I mean,
Everybody
I don't
knows
think
what the result's
you know
gonna be
what.
already, but
I don't think anyone going up against the US in any form at any point is happy with going up against the US.
yeah, it's
I think Canada was the only like team that wanted to go against the US, and that was only if they went against them in the first round.
yeah, exactly. They had a force, an absolute force.
Speaking of forces, I actually got the teams appearing right now. Uh, this is. I wonder if this is going to be the same again for Korea as they've had in previous times of people like. Uh, I don't want to mess up names. Ah, come on. Okay, is it Tyrants? Tyrants? I
I
think
call them Tyrants,
Pirates.
yeah, Tyrants.
I've heard some people
Just
say
just
Tyrants,
say it.
but for me it just says Tier because I know someone that used to call themselves Tier, Tyr. So,
Well,
but he
that's
was
fair
like
excuse.
fairly carrying the previous rounds at the very least.
Yeah,
Him and Lemonade seems to be doing an amount of work. So I think it's going to be interesting just to see if they keep those like because I've got a feeling because especially with some of the teams that don't have as many players, you end up with keeping like 2 people in like the entire time.
yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting to see what they're doing there.
I think I think as we get into the later kind of stages of the tournament, well, I mean we are in the later stages, but as we move into like finals, losers round 5 and stuff like that, it's gonna be interesting seeing just like if people start switching out because of stamina issues. But
Oh yeah, especially because right now this is still best of 5,
yeah,
but especially like from the next losers round onwards, and then moving up into the semi-finals already later today, we're already getting those best of 7 matches going in.
yeah,
So, oh, the grand finals though. Anyone that reaches that point, like they have to have players to switch out. That's gonna be a
yeah.
best of 9. Yikes.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the breaks that we have between maps is decent enough as to where a lot of people can kind of use that time to recover and recuperate. I think 5 minutes to like even 3 or 4 minutes for some people is more than enough to recuperate. But it's just when you're playing for extended periods, I think that people start to struggle and lose consistency.
Oh,
So
now I'm interested to see what the map choice is going to be because I don't really know what the teams are going to be going for just in general. Because before, like the consensus when we came into the tournament was that Australia was probably going to try and avoid a lot of the AC maps and stuff like that.
yeah,
But now they've shown that they can pretty much hold their own on a fair amount of them. So it's like wondering where that's actually going to go. Uh, Because I mean, they've got people like Chicken, for example, who's like he's now legend in the 115 guild while this has all
yeah,
been going on.
yeah,
So
true.
definitely not completely out on the accuracy game. So
I mean, I think I'm just having a quick look at like a little interview sheet here. There's a few of the South Korean team like tech maps. at least ones that I gave responses here. And I know Manab is very, very techie mapper. So obviously he made Discommunication Alien.
Oh wait, he was the one that made Discommunication?
Yeah, and he made
Oh,
Oshama
okay.
Scramble, which is in the semi-finals
Oh.
map pool. So, very techie maps.
I think he's definitely gonna want. He definitely wants to try and get somewhere over there just to play his own map.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a case of can his team play it?
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling if you map like that, you must be good at the maps. Maybe he's
That
not. Maybe
is-
he's not good at them at all. Maybe that's why he maps them like that. You never know. We'll just have to wait and see. Some really interesting maps in this build, though.
Yeah. Well, I was just seeing the Dance VR dance. I was part of me's hoping when I see a map like that, that it isn't actually accuracy. It just the entire thing is a dance map. I think we need an entire section for the category here, because we have accuracy, we have balance, we have tech stuff. Now, what about throwing dance in there?
I don't think dance is a skill set, to be honest. I think
I'm
that's the
sorry.
issue.
Have you seen Edgy? Have you seen Edgy
I
before?
know, I've seen Edgy, but everyone knows that Edgy's.
Everyone knows about Edgy's overkill video. Everyone knows it. You've seen it at some point.
Yeah, I think everyone has. It's infamous.
I wouldn't say. I don't know. I really wish that they had custom avatars just specifically for Team Japan when they came in. I assume they genuinely would have gone full avatars,
Yeah,
just like
I
they
mean,
did in the reveal trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, judging by the roster video, that is 100% what they would have done.
I have a feeling they would have just straight up danced through every single map, let alone having everything on there. Maybe a couple of people from South Korea would probably end up doing the same as well. So
I mean, yeah, look at like picks for Australia and stuff. I mean, Australia are very much a speed team. They've got Bean, they've got Pink, but they do have a little bit of an act game. They've got Danny. I think Marv's pretty good at act 2. Checking what
I
they were saying
think,
earlier.
I think Simon's alright at Ack. I'm not fully sure. I can't remember. But I believe he's alright at it.
You got Zeros as well. He's pretty high up there in terms of like speed and stuff too. So I think we're gonna see some probably looking to pick stuff like Heaven and I think Blue Moon Princess is pretty fast too. Blue Moon Princess is really interesting actually.
Yeah, I'm sort of expecting just. Well, I know for I'm fairly confident that at the very least Heaven's gonna get picked.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't get banned, that is, but still.
Yeah.
I feel like for Korea, I'd probably say their best chance probably lies in a lot of the more accuracy stuff.
Yeah.
Just because like a fair amount of their players are of the lower rank, so they're not going to be as comfortable with getting fairly good scores on the faster maps, because obviously there's Turrets and Lemonade, but I'm not really sure how many some of the other players are going to do. I think Mana probably is fairly comfortable, because I've missed out on a fair amount of their matches.
Just looking at like the sheets and stuff, most of them are. There's a few of them that have been like peak rank wise. They're like 104, 180, 200-ish, and then you've got like Turrets are just like 7. This is peak. So it's a bit of a spread.
Yeah,
which is why I was so surprised that Germany beat them.
Not only peak rank of 7, but he's also now moved into all the challenge map area of WDG as well. So he's like anything speed related. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, that's fine. He's already got very good act by being that high of a rank anyway. So
yeah, definitely, it's really interesting to see how he does on Australia's picks. I do think some of the South Korean players might struggle a little bit, but I think we might see Turrets pop off if we see some like speed maps or something.
See, it's just that balance between them, because both teams have got a similar sort of issue coming into it, where they can't do a completely balanced team of like top players, as in like around like top 100 area.
Yeah.
because neither team has those top players, like as in like 8 people for each one. But so it's just sort of mixing and matching in the best way possible, where they can still win regardless of like players getting exhausted or anything like that. But I don't know. Well, no, it's mainly that it gets you into a different mindset playing maps like that. Because you have to in general play the maps slightly differently to what you would, like, especially you know how you'll have maps that have like double down after double down after double down.
Yeah.
Like you have to play that completely differently to a regular, well-made map. So I don't know. It takes you out of the zone a bit. Plus, I mean, on top of that, this is something which can be a benefit and like a downside at the same time, which is that when you're playing maps like that, it sort of takes you like a bit out of the tournament mindset. Because when you're going into this, you've got like some form of adrenaline in terms of you know that there's like something on the line instead of just playing a song like normal.
Yeah, like nerves and stuff like that.
Yeah, but so playing that can both take you out of the tournament mindset, which is good in one way because it will get rid of nerves, but at the same time, that can then take you out of like being fully concentrated. So it's that mix.
Yeah.
Also, Australia has now won their first roll.
Celebrating. Time to celebrate. That's the goal in the tournament. Win one roll of the dice. Korea saying the only time they won was against Japan, and they lost that match.
Okay, so both teams have now got one dice roll under their belt.
I mean, I think we're gonna see Agmats from Korea, honestly.
Oh no.
Ultimate. I was expecting someone to ban Ultimate.
Okay, well no, the thing is, they banned Ultimate, but the Aussies' plan was to play Ultimate because everyone hates Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, honestly. It's kind of big brain from them.
Well, okay. It's Mad Zenny, but everyone really wanted to play it because they specifically want the more bad maps.
Yep. That's the Aussies for you. They're
The
out
Aussies
to get everyone. They're out to get everyone.
They want to use their ban to unban Ultimate.
They banned Heaven.
What?
Okay. That was unexpected.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see them pick like Completeness under Incompleteness or something, because that song's a jammer. So is the Astrophism.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Australia's going to pick Dance for Your Dance. I just do. There's no real reason for this. I just expect it.
Well, Korea beats them to it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, these are definitely not expected bans so far anyway. Australia picked... Okay, so I was right about one thing. They picked Blooming Princess. I was expecting that. That is by far a speed map in the pool. Spooky map, honestly.
Well, I would like to point out one thing. So we have to keep in mind the Aussie team, and then let's just quickly go over to Diastrophism and look at the mappers real quick. I think there might be a bit of bias as to which map may get picked at some point.
Yeah. A little bit.
just a slight bit.
Although the thing is, I think Bean done the lights for that map.
Oh,
I don't think he done the
actual.
I think Jez was like actually mapping because there's a light diff that is Bean's diff. So I don't know if Bean actually mapped.
Oh dear.
Like actually mapped the song, but he
at the very least, he knows the map. He has hope in that regard. But his name's still on it, which means that it's good luck, and he has to play it. He doesn't really have a choice anymore.
Yeah, I mean, so not biased.
Well, I mean, it's got his name in it, so I'd say biased.
I mean, he definitely knows the map thing, I guess you can say, if he sat and stared at it for multiple levels to place lights down.
Okay, so looks like they picked the players. Oh, they've gone without Lemonade straight away. That is surprising. So Korea's picked Tirets, Manab, Sia, and Johedeth.
I mean, is Lemonade more of a speed player?
I'm not actually sure. I just because I'm pretty sure Lemonade's a fairly high rank. Or I know Lemonade's fairly comfortable with
Yeah.
like a large amount of maps, especially because Lemon also got picked for QAT on Score Saber. And like most of the QAT people are people that can play like a large variety of maps like fairly comfortably, especially more techie stuff. But so maybe it's because he's waiting on like a tech pick or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Lemonade, it says here his peak was 104, so not like, I mean,
yeah,
pretty
not
decent rank. Honestly, surprising that he didn't pop up on this map, honestly.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not fully sure. I've seen Seer a bit, but I've not really seen Dak and Manab play. So I guess we will have to see.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Time to get the supports out, go in chat. Everyone spam whatever you're going to be spamming. We'll have a look. Okay, we've been informed that we've been butchering Manab's name the entire time, because he is not in fact Manab, he is Manabi.
Manabi.
We have managed to screw it up the entire time. But I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to screw everyone's names over.
Yeah.
We can make it worse, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Brits are just renowned for butcherers of names, honestly.
Okay, well we're calling Zywin XY for the rest of the match, so we got to make up for accidentally screwing one person's name over. Okay. Oh, what is this?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That was cannibalism. What? What? He just ate. Uh-oh. It's even more cannibalism. What? We just watched Cinnamon Toast Crunch cannibalism on stream, and that's all that happened. That's all that happened in that advert. Oh my goodness.
Charlie just informing us there that apparently Lemonade was having a lot of tracking issues last match that they played. So that's very much likely a reason why they're not playing Lemonade on something like Blue Moon Princess, which is very jumpy, fast map. Just in case of tracking issues.
Getting into this match here. Already that act difference coming in. Holy. Yeah. There is over 1.5% between them. Oh, it's shortening down though. Both dropping down to a 94 area.
I mean,
it seems like Australia's going even lower.
I'm expecting South Korea to pull in here with the ACK, but I'm expecting.
Bean is having a lot of trouble here. Bean is up to 12 misses. He misread that entire section.
These one hands are one lane streams are incredibly hard to hit at times. Are very hard to read.
Because the thing is with single lane streams, it's harder to read in general, which means a lot of it is based down on timing and just being able to get that like comfortable with it. And if you lose timing on those streams, you are missing notes, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, very much so.
Literally, the only thing you can do is tank it and reset.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, them being so close together too and in line means that if you miss time one, you end up bad cutting another note as well. So.
Oh, currently, Chicken actually still FCing. Zyman on 3 misses, Pink on 2, Bean on 13.
It's on a 96.
Oh, Jodas missing just there. Tinnitus streams coming in, making a couple people miss on that section. Bean, Pink, Zywin, Jodas, and Sia all missing there.
Yes, we've got 2 misses on Mana B, 3 on Sia.
Both teams
still FCing.
Yeah, but Chicken as well. He's also popping off. Slightly lower accuracy though, because even if he is more comfortable with the accuracy, is not as comfortable with the speed as Tirits is. Oh, I'm coming to the end of that.
Tirits holding incredible act there on 96.1.
Chicken and Tirits FCing. Both teams with an FC, but the general accuracy is just on South Korea's side. Especially with the misses coming in there from Australia.
I don't know if anyone else caught that, but I did just catch Bean downvoting the map there. I think that shows his feelings towards it. That was their pick too.
I'm hearing fireworks on Bean's stream, by the way, so that was a sight read from him. So,
Picking a map that one of your players hasn't played.
uh, yeah, it seemed because I have been stream up right now because I was using it for the audio for the song, so I don't hear myself in the call. But it seems that right now the Aussie team are actually discussing the fact that nobody had practiced that map. Zywin is the only person that appears to have played the map, possibly Chicken.
I told you, the Aussies are beyond unpredictable. Nobody
Pink
knows
and
what they're
Bean.
doing. Not even they do. Hence why
Pink
none
and
of them had
Bean
played
had
the
not
map.
played it, and the other few people had also not played it.
I don't understand them. I don't. They baffle me. They baffle me. I think they baffle everyone.
Right now, what are we gonna see picked from South Korea now? Because they know very easily right there that they have some form of balance on them of like speed, and it seems that they've done well on the tech stuff. So I don't actually know, because I think they're comfy on both.
Yeah, it does seem so. I mean,
Oh,
I'm quite scared to see Tiritsak on maybe something a little bit slower.
I'm scared to see on anything. I'll be honest. The stuff I've seen in pass, it's terrifying. Oh, yes! Dance beyond dance. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be pretending to dance in my chair because I'm not actually gonna stand up because that would make for really bad sound quality. However, I want to see what I want to imagine that literally everyone is just like gonna dance along with us.
I'm gonna jam. They're gonna sell up PLS.
Someone on Team Aussie is going to dance. This is my guess.
I'm curious to see how the Aussies do on Ak. I know Ak isn't their strongest suit. I mean, they've got like Danny and stuff they can play though. Danny isn't playing though. I'm disappointed. Checking Marv, Zeros, and Shinsu. Wait, what? Where's Danny? Come on.
Whoa,
What are Australia up to? Huh?
What?
What are they up to?
What? They're not throwing Danny in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
That's surprising. I mean, it's not fully surprising because I think Marv Zero's and Shinsu have also shown like that they are very comfortable on the Axe stuff in previous rounds. But I think it's still surprising that they didn't throw Danny in there. Maybe he just isn't a fan of the map. Maybe he just decided not to.
Yeah,
We'll
I mean, I guess
find out.
it is a case of whether players actually want to play the map or not. Because if someone doesn't like a map, then it's not going to be ideal for them to play it, obviously.
If they don't like the map and they have someone else that can do just the same as them, like they think, so then it's like, yeah, might as well let them go for it. No real worries.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're just readying up here, waiting on Australia. I really hope that we see completeness on their incompleteness. At least, if not now, then in the next match. Which is... I need to double check what that is. Sweden versus Belgium.
I think the interesting thing to... Ooh. Okay. Interesting thing here is that they've now got Lemonade in. So I guess we're going to have to... This is RNG run. Because his tracking has apparently been scuffed, so...
Yeah.
We now get to see.
I don't think they played him on the last map because it was just too fast. You expect his tracking to keep up on something like this map. It's very, very Ak heavy.
Oh, and it seems you're getting into it.
Yep. It's never nice to see tracking, especially when it's literally what makes people lose a match or something like that.
On the bright side, they do have a reset, so no worries there too much. They have some form of safety. They got the safety net. They're happy.
They do indeed. Green screen, very green. Starting off here. I mean, back
Oh.
and forward.
This is, yeah, everyone is going very hard on it. Currently, Shinso, I think, actually dropping down the lowest. Dak, being the man he is, doing the amazing thing of not having a hood.
Yep.
So this man is playing accuracy with no accuracy numbers. He's just hitting them.
He is still on a 96.4 though.
He's on a 96.4, and he cannot see a single thing that he is hitting other than the trail going through the block. Okay.
He's out-arcing everyone on the Australian team bar Chicken, which is holding incredible act along with Tyrus right now. 97.5 for both of them.
Yeah, this is that difference we were talking about before, where Chicken is a very good act player, so he can actually comfortably hold a higher accuracy and fight someone that's like a very, very high rank. But Tyrus is still very good at accuracy just because he's very comfortable with like the faster map. So when it comes to a map like this, he has plenty of time to just concentrate on hitting as close to the center as he can.
I mean, Tyrus has the benefit of obviously having PP farmed at one point, so
yeah, exactly.
You can't get top 10 in the world without being good at act. It's just not how it works.
They can say they're bad at act, but in reality, that's just comparing themselves to the people around them, as opposed to anyone else. Okay, Shinso actually
misses.
Shinso has worked his way back up to 96.3, and in the process seems to have traded both Zero's and Marv's act. Be dropping to a 96 and a 96.2 respectively. Currently, the act difference is very, very heavily leaning towards South Korea.
Yeah, I mean, Australia were ahead just a few seconds ago, and it seems to just be going heavily towards South Korea now. Saying that, Australia coming back now.
I'm really confused by Dak right now, because some of his swings, it looks like he underswings massively, but his axe still doesn't drop.
Yeah,
it's like he's swinging that little to the point where it's like fully optimized with some of his swings.
Yeah, so you can tell by his swings, but Dak plays on Vive still.
There are still quite a lot of Vive act players actually, though. That seems to be.
Yeah.
I think as far as act goes, Vive is probably a fair I'd probably say it's one of the better picks compared to something like Rift S, purely because the controllers are heavier, which gives you like more control when you're swinging.
It's the same boat as Index. I feel like people that change to Index or at least go from something like Oculus to Index, they get massive jumps in like accuracy. Just
yeah,
being
it's
able
a
to
trade-off.
control where you're going so much more.
That's why a lot of like the speedier players prefer to go for CV1 and Rift S as opposed to things like Index, just because of the fact that the controls are heavier. What the hell is going on, What's Lemonade? What?
Lemonade, even with that bug, managed to 96.9.
Alright, welcome back. Lemon, did you see the...
So Lemonade just 96.9 through the... Wait, huh? How is his accuracy changing? He's finished the map! What? Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I think his assistant's just messed up, because he actually got a 96.08. Oh wait, no, that was Marv. I'm looking at the wrong... I just looked to my left and looked at the stream. I was so confused for a second.
It appears to be bogged.
Hopefully that should be alright. I've not witnessed this so far, so I think that should be okay. Yeah, currently the assistant having it's doing its thing. The score is still changing on South Korea's side. Although, there we go. The that was a quick bar change. The map has ended, but the excitement is still going. It's anyone's game.
Okay.
Anyone's game.
Yeah, so it seems that Lemon is just not having a good time at all. Fucking accuracy issues. Not accuracy issues, tracking issues. Accuracy is not the issue here. His accuracy's fine, as you can see.
As shown by the bar at the bottom, after the match has ended, South Korea pulled it back anyway.
Yeah,
With a
I think-
clutch in the score screen.
Lemonade was just as confused as everyone else there. Because it appears he came out of the map and he wrote QEHTGWJHTHWE. What was that? Momentarily. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'm just saying that he thinks there's a little bit of internet issues with Lemon that maybe caused the bug.
Oh.
I mean, South Korea took the match anyway. GG to Lemon.
That is, yeah, that's, well, I mean, that act difference in there as well is just too big of it. Australia's still trying their best to unban Ultimate. It's still not working, but
They
they're
really want
doing
to play it.
they're doing what they can.
They really, really want to play it.
Oh, Bean is saying it in the chat as well. You can see it on the left there. Oh. Oh, they're also pulling out the straps to ban Tyrants as well.
Yeah, so about 13k point difference. Or 12k, closer to 12k point difference to
I don't know what.
Korea there.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna get picked here because they. I don't know. I don't really think they want to fight them anywhere at all.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, I feel like the map they probably would have done best on, which is Heaven, they actually banned. So I'm really.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
The thing is, I don't think the Aussies know what they're doing, so I also don't think we can tell what they're doing because they don't know.
Yeah. So Korea picking Kill Your Heroes, another ACK map.
Yeah,
To be
I think
expected.
after the previous performance, I don't think there's surprises. Not surprises at all.
I'm really confused as to why they banned Heaven. I think that was kind of smooth brain, not gonna lie. They've literally just given. I mean, they were keeping up with the ACK, but Korea seems to be better. Not gonna lie. Judging by the last map.
Yeah, it seems that they're just more comfortable on every speed currently, so. Welcome back to the Accuracy Tournament version 2. Today we're going to be seeing South Korea versus Australia. South Korea versus Australia, followed by Lemonade versus the tournament assistant.
Yeah. I mean, Australia showing their displeasure with the pick. Neutral face. Still trying to unban Ultimate. They really want to play Ultimate, don't they?
I think Ultimate is just where, as we were saying in the warm-up about good ACK maps and such, when they see something like Ultimate, which is, to a lot of people on the more awkward side, it means that they immediately want to pick it because the other teams are not good at it. With every other team wanting to ban Ultimate, it meant that if it doesn't get banned, then that means that they effectively had a free win on a map. That was the best way of putting it, with maps like that coming up in a tournament pool.
Yeah.
It's the off-meta pick.
I mean, Australian players are the shitpost players. I have no doubt that they would perform well on something like Ultimate. So, I think very smart from Korea. I'm assuming that if we get the bug again too on Lemonade stream, then we'll just restart the match.
Oh, we will have to be seeing. This is. I reckon they're probably gonna keep. Yeah, they're keeping the same people. It's not really a surprise here. I don't know.
Another rack map.
It seems that everyone in the chat as well has decided that they want Australia to at least take this match so that they can play a map, a Camellia map, while Camellia is in the chat. It seems that every time he appears, he always manages to either have his map banned or like has already been played. It's always one of the two. Every time, it's such a sad way to go.
Yeah. I mean, Kameli is definitely one of the more supportive artists of the whole Beat Saber community. He encourages people to map his maps and stuff, and wants people to play them and stuff. As far as I'm aware.
It seems that we're going to be going on this without sync, possibly. Just trying to get it for everyone, apart from Lemonade. Just well, I mean, we're just going to have to play through it, see how it goes. Scuff stream.
Yep.
Screw it. I think the Aussies would be proud of that, because if they don't manage to pull this one back and they do get 3-0'd, I think that's the way they would want to get 3-0'd. In the most scuffed way possible.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lemonade's going to be drastically behind here, but it'll just have to be this way. I don't think there's any other way around it.
I just clicked. Okay, I clicked on the match channel, right? And the first thing I see is that the coordinators have put a picture of the highest average internet speed by country, and South Korea has the fastest.
Yeah, I've seen that earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, so the score should be real time as far as I'm aware, assuming Lemon's internet doesn't break.
Yeah, I think. Well, we're not gonna really be able to base it off of score properly here. I'm not sure.
And South Korea does seem to be leading so far.
Well, I think the actual score itself is based on the player's delay. So we're basically gonna have to look at the accuracy here, because even though right now it says that South Korea is winning, because they have a lower accuracy, it actually means that Australia currently has more points. They're just slightly delayed. So this bar is currently showing us that both teams are at 96.2.
Yeah, they're neck and neck.
They are about 0.02 difference away from each other. That's what we're seeing. Don't let the bar fool you.
I mean, Chicken actually out-acting T-Rex here so far.
The good thing is, we can at least tell that Lemo is... You can see... We can't see his screen, but we can see his percentage.
Yeah.
He is playing the map.
Not on the stream. He's yet to start the map on the screen.
He's doing it with his mind. Oh, currently Chicken on 97.38 compared to Turret's 97.32. Currently slightly above. Lemo is still vibing on that song pick screen.
Mana B holding a 96.5.
Shinso, though, unfortunately on a 95.2.
Yeah, he's... Ack falling a little bit short here, I think, compared to all the players.
He seems to be having some trouble with a lot of the the up diagonals and the 90-degree side notes. That seems to be where his ack is dropping a lot, because he got every time there's a 90-degree angle, he seems to be getting a 107. Speaking of which, he picks up a miss there.
That's disastrous, honestly. That is going to drop, yeah, as we see Australia down to a 95.9 ack.
From neck and neck all the way down to there. Oh no.
Not much of the song left either, too, to build it back up. So it is looking in Korea's favour.
Lemo has finished the song without... Oh, wait, I think Lemo's now entering the song.
No, we got the loading bar that's lost its way again.
This is the correct ending screen, however. Even if we can't see it on Lemo's screen, even though we're on his...
He started playing the map. He has just started playing the map.
On our POV, he has just started playing the map,
Let's
but
go.
he has in fact got a 95.99. So, don't worry about the score. Slightly delayed, but after all that, unless there's any form of reset, which we wouldn't know because we can't see Lemo's screen, that means that unless there's any form of reset, South Korea will be taking it here.
They will indeed. This match was... I was expecting this match to be closer, honestly.
Well, it was very close at the end there, though. It was just that miss from Shinso.
Baffled that Australia did not ban an ack map. I mean, maybe they were feeling confident, because they are pretty close an ack, to be fair. They were neck and neck for a lot of the match.
Yeah, it was only about a 0.02 difference between the two between the two teams, but... Oh...
Yeah, what
Coming
can
to
you do
a
about
close
it though?
there on the first match from losers round 3. That is going to be Australia out of the tournament, and South Korea progressing out of the tournament, and South Korea progressing to losers round 4.
Against
Oh.
potentially who they
Okay.
go against?
Us.
Are they?
That's well, yes, because we're against the US.
Ah, very true. Very, very true.
So in losers round 4, we will very much be seeing UK versus South Korea.
Oh,
I saw the UK.
we saw UK pop in there.
Oh no!
That's too early. Come on, at least let them play
Right.
first.
At least let us vibe in the semi-finals for a while longer. At least let us sit there for a bit more.
They've already got it set up, man. Hey, no.
Okay, Lemonade has changed his name in the chat. You can see him there, Lagmonade. And the next match we'll be seeing is Sweden versus Belgium.
I mean, you're coming back.
We will. And that match is only in just over half an hour, I believe. I think it's just gonna be it's just gonna be so close between a lot of these extra matches. I mean, even Sweden versus Belgium in a bit. I think a lot of the matches are going to be very interesting. They're just gonna be so close. We're reaching the point in the tourney where everyone becomes like very equal footing as opposed to just apart from the US, it's very equal footing for most teams. So we'll be seeing more balanced matches. I think the matches are just going to get longer and longer as we go on, until the end, at which point it'll be very quick.
Yeah, I think the main ones that are like very, very even are like UK, Canada, and Netherlands. I think those are the main three that everyone's looking to kind of go against each other. I think Canada's definitely a little bit higher up there, just because of how strong that ACK game is.
Yeah, it's definitely... Well, Canada's got a very stacked team as well. I think they're I believe they're the only team that actually said they want to go up against the US.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have the players for it, I think.
Yeah,
I think
know
they're the
that...
ones that stand a chance.
Well, I know that the UK, if we had run into US, like, literally first match, we would have some form of chance. And I know Canada was definitely wanting to go against the US straight away.
Yeah.
But I think with the later pools, it'll be, like, much harder for them. But at the same time, because the ACK maps are going to be more difficult, I also think that it's probably, like, there's a possibility that it could still pay off for them.
Yeah.
Because it could be more likely for the US to actually have more difficulty with it. But so thank you for coming by for this match, and we will see you a bit later.
As per usual, pleasure to cast.
You'll be seeing us a lot today because we have nothing else to do. We are permanently here. Smile.
Well, Cosmos and Teapot are taking the Canada-Netherlands match.
That is
you'll see
true.
them, but then we are coming back for vengeance afterward. The Brett duel in full force.